Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Hello.
This is episode 80.
Episode 80.
Whoa.
Ocho something. No. Ocho.
Ocho's 8.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't know what 0 is. Or
Nada.
80.
Ocho nada.
Nada. That's none. Not
Same thing.
8, 9.
How many is 0?
None.
None.
Episode 8, 9.
Ocho nada.
80.
Yep. Shout out to, or you want to?
Yeah. Shout out to Brad.
Yeah.
I don't know his last name.
Oh man, I do.
Do you know his
I
last name?
do.
Okay.
My mind's drawn.
Oh, you don't. You can't come up with it though.
My mind's drawing a blank right
Well,
now. Birch.
Brad Birch.
Brad, you the man.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to the truck
Yeah.
and letting me know you agree with my opinions more than Josh's. I
So
appreciate it.
Brad is a mutual friend, or he's a friend of mine. You've known him. You've seen him.
Yeah. We've spoken for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
now.
But you guys were at the same event this weekend, and he came up to
We're
you.
kindred spirits.
And he
I
was
didn't
like,
know.
I agree with you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I like your opinion, or I agree with, I like what you have
Josh
to say.
is wrong.
Yeah. But that's the gist of it, basically.
Yeah. Josh is wrong.
Yeah.
Which I agree. My wife agrees with that statement
Yeah.
more times than.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk about the thing y'all are doing.
The pumpkin patch?
Yeah.
Griffin Farms?
Yeah. Shout it out.
So
Tell
it's like
people to come
one
out
of
to
the
it.
it's like one of the biggest pumpkin patches around.
Mm-hmm.
And
Other
it's-
than Charlie Brown's.
I don't know if his is around here. I mean, geographically, it's one of the bigger ones.
Okay. Well, anyways,
It's big.
big old pumpkin.
Yeah. We're taking the old cheese wagon over there. We've done it 2 weekends now, and there's 3 more to go,
Nice.
like tomorrow,
Yeah.
which means today's Friday.
Oh yeah.
Another quick turnaround.
Another quick turnaround. It's probably coming out on Saturday. We've already had one person who was the same person as last week text me
Riley.
and say, "Where's the podcast at?"
We're busy.
You're busy. I ain't doing nothing.
Well, yeah, I'm busy.
Other than the days I'm at my actual job, I'm not doing anything.
My wife and children went on a vacation to my in-laws, and I've never been more busy in my life.
Yeah. Well, that
Which
was
is
the
part of the
reason
reason they went. Yeah. But I've got 3 less people in the house, and I ain't got a minute.
Well, I got all the time in the world right now.
Good. But yeah, Brad, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Keep listening.
Keep listening.
I'm glad you agree with me.
I'm glad our friendship went so far.
Good. Feels good.
As to I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But love you, Brad. Another thing that I love. This is a momentous occasion.
All right.
So Christmas time is coming up.
Yeah.
What is something that happens around Christmas time? It only happens during Christmas time.
Well, I know what the next thing is.
Yeah.
Is it?
But what is it? What does that have to do with Christmas time?
I'd have to say the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. Dude, they're fantastic. I can't believe you don't like them. Look at you. If somebody
Look at you. What the hell's that mean?
if somebody looked at you, they'd be like, that dude loves some
Now, if they
snack cakes.
said, I bet you like fancy cakes, I agree.
Fancy cakes.
Yeah. They're year round, so I don't have to wait till Christmas to eat them. And it's the white squares.
Uh-huh.
So it's white cake with white icing. No sprinkles. I don't need none of that crap.
Oh, that's so good.
Sprinkles are gross.
No, they're not. They're
Did
great.
you know they're called Jimmy's?
Sprinkles are?
Yeah. Like up north,
Oh, that's why they say put on a Jimmy
because it's sprinkles.
for sex.
No.
Oh, wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know what
I need
you're
a Jimmy.
dipping your thing in.
That's another word for condom is Jimmy.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Well, sprinkles are called Jimmy's in the Northeast. I didn't know that till recently.
Well, so
Yeah, what about the Christmas tree cakes?
they've got ice cream coming out. Christmas tree
Really?
ice cream.
Huh.
I'm assuming made out of the same material.
Maybe.
Little Debbie's making it.
Little Debbie ice cream? Or
Little
they
Debbie
partner with
ice cream.
somebody
No,
else?
it's Little Debbie ice cream. Little Debbie ice cream Christmas tree cakes.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
That's, gosh, none of this is written down. I recently had I recently had Fruity Pebble ice cream.
Okay.
It was great.
Really?
Yeah. Had Fruity Pebbles in it.
Yeah.
Tasted just like Fruity Pebbles. And it wasn't like, and it was by whoever makes Fruity Pebbles. So it wasn't like an ice cream company that did it. It was them.
Yeah.
And I bought it and was worried that like, oh, they're going to skimp on the ice. It's going to be like bad ice cream.
Yeah.
Like the actual ice cream was going to be bad. It was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So, yeah.
That's
I don't like those Christmas tree cakes, but
Yeah.
hopefully they talk to
and
Fruity Pebbles.
If
and
you
they're-
had to guess where they were only available at, what would be your first guess?
California,
No.
Texas,
It's I'm talking about the store that it's available in.
Piggly Wiggly,
Close. Walmart.
Kroger.
Walmart.
Yeah.
You can only get it at Walmart.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like that's a deter, or that's
It's going to be has a rich vanilla flavor, chock full of decadent golden cake chunks.
golden cake.
Yeah, because it's golden cake. It's yellow cake. Well,
Yeah.
and then there's going to be some swirled in green sprinkles and red icing. And it'll be $2.50 a pint.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I'm excited.
Well, that's good.
I love Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah.
I'll buy a mess load of them, and then my wife will eat them all.
Yeah. They're not bad.
They're good.
You know what's the worst one that y'all can just stop making? Are the brownie ones.
Oh, cosmic brownie? Yeah. Nobody likes cosmic
What an
brownies.
overrated
Yeah.
snack.
You've got Little Debbie. Okay. I'm going to talk directly to Little Debbie right now
Keep making Nutty Buddy bars.
because I know
though.
she's listening.
All right.
Nutty Buddy bars, fantastic.
Put a little more peanut butter in it.
Hey, no.
Make like a double stuffed
Don't
Nutty-
mess with it. Don't mess with the.
If
don't mess
y'all
with,
made a double stuffed Nutty Buddy bar,
we're not doing this right now.
I'm just telling you.
We're not defiling the name of Little Debbie on this podcast.
telling you.
I'm just telling you. Keep it the way it is.
All right.
Everything you're doing is great. The pecan swirls,
Great.
I don't even like pecans,
They're great.
but I'll swallow one of them whole. Their honey buns, fantastic.
They're all right. It's a very generic honey bun,
Yeah.
but they got so much going on. I don't blame them for having a real generic honey bun.
Well, and you got let's see what else you got. You got the Christmas tree cake. You got zebra cakes.
see, that's messing up fancy cakes.
That's the
yeah.
so
Oatmeal cream pies.
oatmeal cream pies.
Now they have double stuffed oatmeal cream
They
pies.
do. They're okay.
They're great.
But so we can agree, Little Debbie knows what they're doing.
I like their little strawberry shortcake swirls.
Oh my
You had
gosh,
those?
yes.
Who hadn't had those? What am I saying?
They're fantastic. You could put me in front of a Little Debbie snack cake thing in the aisle and just make me close my eyes, spin me around 10 times and grab something and I'd eat it.
Unless
Other than
cosmic
brownies.
Gross.
Discontinue cosmic brownies.
Nobody's eating those. I promise.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those since I was in middle school.
And that was just because my mom bought them because
Right.
I liked brownies. And she was like, oh, you like brownies? Here's
Them
a
chewy, gummy.
no. Gross.
Well, they got some fake M&Ms on top.
gross.
Ugh,
Do away with them.
disgraceful.
So, speaking of disgraceful,
I bet homeless people eat them.
I bet homeless people would eat them.
Speaking of homeless people.
Speaking of homeless people, I was thinking about this the other day. You know what homeless people have messed up for the rest of society?
Everything.
Well,
What?
walking.
Yeah.
You can't walk down the street without me thinking you're homeless.
Oh, just the person walking?
Yeah. Just some guy walking down the street. I'm like, dadgummit, I'm so sorry for that guy. He's got like on a nice suit.
Yeah, what
I'm
if he's
still
got
gonna,
a sport coat on?
I'm still going to be like, dadgummit.
What about that guy in front of Hokkaido on 15th Street? That barefoot guy. That
I hadn't seen him do a lot of walking.
No, he lives under that tree.
That's another thing homeless
I ain't
people have
walking
messed
by
up
him.
is napping under a tree.
Yeah.
You watch any old TV show, I bet you Andy Griffith's got some folks sitting underneath a tree. You'd get the law called on you now.
See?
Somebody drives
do
past.
they?
Huh?
Because I bet you'd get like in trouble for calling the police on a homeless guy.
Oh no, you don't get in trouble for that.
Then why ain't somebody called about that guy?
Oh, I'm sure they've called. And he
What are
just
you gonna do?
sets up shop back at the same place. You take a homeless guy and you put him in somewhere where he's got a roof over his head and 3 meals. I mean, I'm going to keep going where I want to go. And then if you arrest me, I just go back to jail.
Yeah, 3 hots and a cot.
3 hots and a cot. It's not bad.
But I don't know. I guess I'm heartless. I'll just be heartless. If I was Hokkaido, that dude'd be gone immediately.
But how you gonna stop him?
Call the law.
They just gonna come pick him up, and he's gonna go right back doing the same thing. So it's just gonna be eventually you.
I won't do what
tired.
they do with problem wild animals. Trank him, drive him off a couple of counties away, let him out. See if he finds his way.
See if he finds his way back. If he finds his way back, do you keep him?
No, you do it again. You drive twice as far. Yep.
But yeah, homeless people have ruined walking anywhere and napping under trees.
Which is fine with me. Y'all like walking? That's a slap in the face to Henry
I'm not
Ford.
sure that anybody likes walking,
Some
but
people do.
like perfect example. Last year when we went to Mentone, we stopped and charged the car up, and then we're like, we'll walk over here to this restaurant.
Yeah.
We walked over there, and somebody legitimately thought we were homeless.
Yeah.
Just we were walking, and we had nice clothes on. I mean,
Look at you now.
yeah. Well, I didn't look like this.
I'm just getting you
I
back.
didn't look like this. But yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Also, homeless people got sleeping down though.
Oh,
If you can sleep on 15th Street
Yeah.
in the middle of the day,
Is it Nate Bargatze that was like, we have a lot of bad things to say about homeless people. They get a very reasonable amount of sleep every night because they're always asleep at like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. They're asleep on that bench.
When I was 20 years old, I didn't even have to be tired to go to sleep. Now, you put a gun to my head and I can't get a good night's sleep.
Well, you have a gun to your head. I wouldn't sleep well either.
It's crazy. I was thinking about that the other day of like how like in my like teenage years, you could sleep till 12 o'clock. You could sleep till lunchtime.
I still can.
I couldn't. My back started hurting.
Yeah.
I'm laying in bed too long. I gotta get out of bed.
I
got bed sores.
That's a lot of time in a bed.
I got bed sores.
I can do it. I could do it if the situation's right. I could sleep until somebody came and got me.
So you go to bed at 9 o'clock.
No,
I'm just saying.
Oh.
If you went to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock, you could sleep until 12 o'clock.
no.
That's what I'm getting at.
Depends on how long it's been since I had a good night's sleep like that.
Well, I mean, when you're a teenager, that's every night.
Yeah. What's the longest you slept? Think about it. I've already got mine.
Oh, what's the longest you slept?
It's probably like 17 hours.
Recently?
No, I was in high school.
There we go.
Well,
so
I'm just saying.
I know.
It was after church camp.
I have intermittently slept for a long time.
What does that mean?
Like wake
up, stay in bed, fall back asleep.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of naps strung
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
But like a consistent full night of sleep.
Yeah.
I gotta-
Chemically sleeping.
I got to wake up twice just to go pee.
Yeah. I do that now too.
That sucks.
I'm so worried about
Prostate issues.
Yes. Because if you see one of those commercials and they list like the 7 like precursors to prostate stuff,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
you get
tacking
up at
that
night.
list, man.
Yeah. Do you get
Yeah.
up 5 times a night to go
Not
pee?
5, but I wake up
Yeah. Well, that's what the commercials say.
and then like
you
yeah,
You can't get a good night's sleep because you peeing in the bed.
start and stop. I'll start and stop.
Yeah.
Not by choice. It's just what happens. And it's scary. I literally do think about that. It's kind of scary to me. Yeah. The longest I've chemically slept was over 24 hours.
Really?
Which
How'd you chemically?
I was
Benadryl?
No, I don't mean like that. I had my wisdom teeth taken out in high school.
Oh, I gotcha.
And it's like wisdom teeth, some people don't even, like, they're fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
And then you get the funny videos on the way home. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
I got mine out on a Tuesday of like spring break, my sophomore year of high school.
Spring break?
Yeah. I spent it at home.
Yeah.
Had them out on a Tuesday. And then, so I remember like, all right, count down from 10. I said, And the next thing I remember is Thursday. And I woke up at like 3 a.m. in my basement with the TV on in the pitch black dark. And if you remember, on Spike TV back then, it was Channel 36 for us. But like that's where they did UFC stuff. Spike TV had all kind of cool stuff. Mm-hmm. At 3 o'clock in the morning, they would do like hour-long advertisement for Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah.
It was on when I woke up and I freaked.
You thought you were down in the basement.
I didn't know what happened. I was alone in the dark with the Girls Gone Wild commercial on.
Yeah, we've all been there.
And you're jammed up with gauze.
Yeah.
So Tuesday to and it was like Friday morning.
Yeah.
Not Thursday 3. It was Friday 3. So it was like 2 days I was out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Whatever they do at the dentist's office.
And we talked about last week. They don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Because it was anesthesia.
But they got it figured out.
Yeah.
As far as like how much is going, we're not going to remember this.
Yeah. But I'll never forget the panic of waking up. Where am I? What is that? Oh, God. Where's my parents? I'm about to get busted. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Never forget it.
Yeah. That's like the old family computer.
We didn't have one
Get
of
a
those.
pop-up.
Yeah, we didn't have one of those.
Mom, it's just a pop-up, I swear.
It says you
It's a virus.
It's in the search bar. I don't know what to say. Computers are crazy.
Yeah, Mom, you don't know how they work, and I'm going to act like I don't know how they work. Yeah. They just do random stuff.
So when you were young, you could just fall asleep at the drop of a hat?
Oh, my God, yeah.
I couldn't.
Dude.
I sleep better. I can fall asleep 10 times faster now than I could when I was young.
Situation dictate.
Yeah.
But
just a general night.
I could lay my head down and close my eyes and go to sleep.
I would have paid good. I was scared of aliens. Signs got me. The Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix movie got me.
It got you.
It's not even a scary movie.
You couldn't go to sleep because of signs.
So where my bedroom was, I had big windows on both walls of my bedroom.
Yeah.
And my bed was in between both windows. And I had learned, this is like middle school or even younger than middle school.
Yeah.
I had learned that when something gets close to crickets, they stop chirping. And so I'd lay in my bed, and if I heard crickets chirping, okay,
good to go.
And then they'd stop. There's aliens right at my window, and it would take me.
I don't think I was ever that scared of anything like that.
I don't know why. And Signs was like a suspenseful movie.
It wasn't a scary.
Man, they got me though, boy.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yep, Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Got me big time.
Speaking of your mouth surgery stuff,
yeah,
I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast before of when I had the gum graft done.
I remember it personally.
Yeah, well, it was horrible.
Yeah.
If a doctor ever says get a gum graft, just tell them to go ahead and take them teeth out.
Yep.
You
Same
don't
with
need
the
them.
balloon sinuplasty.
Yeah,
That ain't no outpatient procedure, boy.
That's a bunch of smoke and mirrors there because it's going to close back up.
And hey, if you sneeze for the next 2 weeks, you're going to blow all this stuff out of your brain.
Yeah. Well, so gum graft. They take a section from the roof of your mouth, they cut it out, and then they put it on your gums and seal it up. So you got an open wound on the roof of your mouth.
And skin where it ain't supposed to be
And skin
on
where
your teeth.
Exactly. And so they were doing this procedure, and I'm not a lightweight when it comes to
drugs.
To drugs.
To heavy drugs.
To heavy drugs. Well, just like, I mean,
you and Demi.
Yeah, me and Demi. But like alcohol or even just like a painkiller.
Yeah.
I got to take more than prescribed
the recommended
to
dosage.
get it to work.
2 Tylenol? You kidding me?
Oh, dude, I haven't seen 2 Tylenol since I was a baby.
2 Tylenol.
They gave me 2 adult Tylenol for when I had a fever as a baby.
Do you ever
and
think
I was
of that
like,
with
hey, can you get me one more?
Do you ever like let that bleed over into giving Jason medicine?
Oh no. No. He gets recommended amount.
Yeah. So does Lana, but I when I pull like 5 milliliter syringe of Tylenol, it's like she can do more than that. She ain't even gonna feel this.
Just give her a couple bumps of coke.
Don't give her more, but I do in my head like this ain't gonna do jack.
Well, so I'm not a lightweight, and they come in the first time. They turn the gas on, and they come in the first time. They said, "Hey, are you still?" And I said, "Honestly, I can't even tell a difference right now.
Yeah.
I'm the same as the day that the minute that I walked in here.
I can take a math test right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could ace a driving course right now. Well, so she goes, "Oh, okay," and then just all the way, couldn't crack it anymore, and then it's game on, so apparently at some point I started singing. Because I don't remember singing, but I remember the doctor going, "Sir, could you please stop singing?"
Stop moving your mouth. We're
in the middle of
That's funny.
And then also at one point, they put that light in front of you. Mm-hmm. To me, it looked like a steering wheel, and I thought I was behind the wheel of the vehicle.
You go for it?
Yeah, I went to like grab for it, and then the doctor said, "Hey, can you put your arms down?" I was like, "Oh yeah." And then I reached for it again. He was like, "Can you put your arms down?" I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad." Well then, so they've doped me up. They leave for like 5 minutes, turn the gas off, and then come back in. They're like asking me all these questions, and I'm just saying yes to all. I don't know. To this day, I don't know the questions that they asked me.
Is this the parking lot one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And apparently at one point they asked, "Are you good to drive?" And I was like, yeah. Because I was answering yes to every question.
Yeah.
I remember walking into the parking lot, blood coming from my mouth from open wounds. And then me realizing like, hey, I am not okay right now.
Yeah.
If I got in my truck, I'm driving it off of the road because I am not okay. So I had my truck at the time, so I put the tailgate down. I'm sitting on my tailgate, and I sat there for probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes just to like let this stuff wear off. Sitting there in the parking lot, just high as a kite. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, like I start coming to, and I look around, I was like, this ain't my truck. I had done gotten somebody else's truck and was waiting.
Unlocked truck.
Yeah.
Because you took the tailgate down.
Yeah. If somebody would have come.
Another white Raptor.
I could have got, well, it wasn't a Raptor. It was just a white truck.
Okay. So it wasn't that close.
No. But anyways.
Got you. Dang.
Also, for the rest of my life now, brain freezes like crazy.
Yeah.
Because whatever that hard,
yeah,
it's miserable.
That's my dad had a story from being young, where they had gotten fast. He had 2 brothers. He was the oldest. They had gotten fast food or something, and they were on their way home. And he was drinking out of his drink with a straw. One of his brothers popped the cup, and it strawed the top. And just like spaghetti noodled the skin. Yep. He said that was one of the worst things ever.
I can imagine.
That'd be a bad would you like $1 million. You let me spaghetti noodle the roof of your mouth with a straw? Nope.
I don't know.
You can keep that cash. No thanks.
So you don't want to talk about this
do,
no more? Okay.
But
we ain't got to talk about it this week. We can let it go by a week if we need to.
Where are we at?
24 minutes in.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So a couple weeks back, we did, it was episode 77. What is weaponized incompetence?
Yeah.
Well, we got a record number of views on that episode, at least on Facebook or on YouTube. I haven't looked at the analytics for the audio version.
And don't feel good for it. Like record number doesn't mean it.
Yeah. This is chump change to
it's
anybody
like 6
else.
Instead of 2.
Well, no, 173.
Yeah, it's more than we've ever had on a single video.
173 views.
Which tip for if you're going to start a podcast, make your title some hot button hashtag at the time.
Because that's surely the only reason.
Because then you'll get a bunch of strangers with opinions reach out to you.
Yeah, and which is fine. I mean, well, that's
That's the world we live in.
yeah, and I'm cool with it. Honestly, like, hey, bring your opinions on. I'm okay with opinion. I'm okay with differing opinions.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know the different opinion, you might not never know the truth.
But if you're willing to send us a random comment, you got to be willing to be called stupid, because that's about all I got for these two.
Well, we actually had 3 comments, and one guy deleted his comment.
Yeah, his wife probably got mad.
His wife probably got mad at him. He said something along the lines of
Yeah,
women.
you never told me what he said.
I'll pull it up. So let's do the 2. So one lady.
Turns out a lot of women don't agree with us about this.
One lady says, "I never do this at home," and question marks, ... Goes on to list all the ways they do it at home.
So was she saying that we don't do weaponized incompetence, and then we listed a bunch of reasons how we do it?
Yeah, essentially. That's
Did
what
we
I took
do
away
that?
from the comment. Well, we said...
Because I need a list to go to the grocery store. I'm incompetent.
Yeah. That's essentially...
Put me in jail then. Jesus. Okay.
I mean, so... And here's the thing. My wife is the one that sent me the video.
Yeah.
And then said, like, essentially, she said, "You don't do this, but this is hilarious to me. So you've got to see
Then
it."
it's even a thing.
And then I called her, and I was fired up. I was like, I can't believe. Which, okay. Second comment. We'll get to that.
Let's just get
12/11. So that was the timestamp for when we started talking about it.
All right.
It says 12/11 for weaponized incompetence. To hear them literally
Hold on one second.
Oh.
How funny is it that lady listened to 12 minutes of us talking about
other stuff,
God knows what, to get to the weaponized
incompetence. To hear them literally on an actual topic that partners use to manipulate and benefit from someone else's hard work, lazy opinions with nothing to gain. Shake my head. I should have known better. And then a little emoji with a little tear. So this is one thing I replied back to the comments, and I would love to hear their rebuttals.
Yeah.
And ways in which they think that we also, this is a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Take half of the things we say with a grain of salt.
More than that.
Probably 95%.
Yeah.
Anyways, I never said that people don't do this.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there are some
Dirtbags.
lily white boys out there that do this.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with people doing it. I think that was part of the whole thing that we were saying is like, I don't agree with people doing this. But also, let's not dumb down the word enough to where if I need a grocery list to go to the grocery store, then I'm weaponizing my incompetence.
Or I'm remembering it now, that lady that yelled at her son for not knowing whose girls' clothes were in the hamper.
Yeah.
Y'all, you're gonna get. Hey, like you just said, there's some guys out there that are awful partners.
Absolutely.
It's like calling Trump Hitler. Like, okay,
he didn't kill any Jews. That we know of.
He didn't
that
do
we know
mass
of.
genocide. It's just in general that or like you looked at somebody of a different color strangely on the street, you're a racist. Well, let's not just lump everything into that with one. All right. Yeah. Me needing a grocery list. Just along this line. If asking for a grocery list before I go to the grocery store is weaponized incompetence, fine. I'm still going to ask for a list. Yeah. Because let's not act like some females don't have their own version of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because
if weaponized incompetence keeps me from getting to have to go to the store twice and get in the doghouse because I didn't get the right stuff, then I'll be a weaponized incompetencer.
Yeah. This was the guy's comment.
Oh yeah, what he
said, women do this all the time at work and in home too. I would argue women perfected weaponized incompetence.
No.
I'm not going to go so far as to say all that.
I don't know, old buddy.
I don't know this guy.
He did delete his comment,
He did delete his comment.
which I get
yeah.
because he probably got yelled at.
Yeah. Was that let's the timestamp on that was 11:02 a.m. So
Yeah.
he was awake.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a
So if we're gonna lump everything that a guy doesn't know how to do into weaponized incompetence, then like I would say there's on the other side there's like weaponized emotion or like over the top. Truth hurts. I'm just saying. And it's fine. You live with it. You don't you don't freak out about, I don't know. Because
like a weaponized emotional response.
yes.
Yeah, and also like so we are treading lightly, so
If you're
to
not
not get
watching
in
this,
trouble.
our buttholes are so puckered right now.
I've got a
talking
hole
about-
in my seat.
Yeah.
My butt's
My
puckered
back
so
hurts.
bad.
I'm tensing up so bad talking about this.
My butthole chewed a hole in this seat.
Yeah.
Like we are saying that we don't do weaponized incompetence and we're not going to lump everything into weaponized incompetence.
Yeah.
I don't think that every woman has this weaponized emotionality either.
Yeah.
This
For
emotional
every,
response.
like, situation.
Yeah.
No.
Like, and we're not saying that anybody does this that we know, and we're also, but we're not going to dumb it down into like, oh, this is weaponized now.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I have an
Weaponized.
emotional response. That doesn't mean it's weaponized.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what brand of potato chips you want me to get and how
Right.
big of a bag you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's not weaponized.
Yeah. A detailed description, me asking for details is it's a peacemaking move, not
Yeah.
weaponized.
Yeah. I'm not, because I'm going to do it.
It's as far from weaponized. I haven't thought of this before, but it just hit me. That's as far from weaponized as possible.
Yeah.
Because
That's de-escalation.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like calling the Peace Corps in, not the Army.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I agree. And to say that it's weaponized is
it's cute.
Yeah. Well,
It's trendy. That's what it is.
and if it's weaponized incompetence, and I have weaponized incompetence, and with any term, there can be two sides to it. So it can't just be male driven.
Yeah.
There has to also be some female driven weaponized
We
incompetence
talked
also.
about that with like yard work and stuff
Yeah.
too.
Well, that's what. Okay. So we're redoing a bedroom in our house for a new baby that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
If I said, "Hey, I need you to go get me some screws," that's all I say.
Yeah.
Because anything past that, if you ask me a question,
Is on
anything past
you.
that is weaponized incompetence.
Yeah.
And you better bring me the right
I
screws.
shouldn't have to.
I shouldn't have to tell
which
you
screws to
Yeah.
get.
There need to be wood screws. They need to be 1.25 or an inch and a quarter.
With a star bit, not a Phillips head, because
Yeah.
star bits are better.
Yeah.
You want to talk about lazy? Is just being like, go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You better know what.
Yeah,
it's
you better know what we need.
That's lazy.
Yeah. I know we need milk because I drank some of it the other day and it
Yeah.
tasted bad.
Whole
but that's all I
2%,
know.
1%.
Yeah.
A half gallon or
Because
full
I'm gonna
gallon?
get whole. I'm gonna get whole milk.
A gallon of whole milk.
But I don't know if that's what she wants.
Yeah.
She might be some lactose diet
Yeah.
that she probably told me about. But
so let's do the screw thing. So for me to Anna, if I say go get me some screws,
yeah,
A, that's lazy on my part, and B, to add to her plate, like you need to go research screws.
Yeah.
Don't ask me, by God.
I have a life's worth of knowing about screws.
Don't you dare ask me what screws to get. You need to go figure it out, Google it. Like, I'm sure you got other stuff to do.
Yeah. Also, do you know if I need drywall anchors with those screws?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we going into a stud?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where the stud is? Do you know how deep the drywall is before you get to the stud, and then also how much space do you need on the product. Like if it's mounting to a wall, it's not just going to be right up against the wall.
Yep.
There's going to be some space that connects it to it.
Do you want the one with the cone head that screws in flush, or do you need the rounded head? You know how
Go get me some screws.
You know how ass backwards that is to just say, go get me screws? Instead of, because you know what, like every example you could do with the screws of being more descriptive makes it even worse to the people that like weaponized incompetence thing. Like if I tell, like, okay, so you're going to go into Home Depot, it's the 8th aisle. Once you turn on that aisle, the roofing screws are on the right. So you need to look to the left. And like,
if they're blue, they're Tapcon. They're for concrete, so don't get those.
That's even more bad.
Yeah,
for me to be that to help my wife that
because you're
much.
mansplaining.
Jesus Christ!
Ah,
what a planet!
Gosh, I just got so fired up. Yeah, because now I can't mansplain to you to tell you what I need. Because then I'm mansplaining. Yeah, I'm explaining something that you should know.
So if we followed those rules and just said, go get me screws.
My heart rate just went 200.
If we followed these new stupid rules and said, okay, go get me screws. And they go and they get the wrong ones. I can't get mad.
Well, you can because that's weaponized incompetence.
But it's also the patriarchy beating up women.
Yeah.
And I should just be happy that they were willing to go get me like where do we? It's all turns to gray.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure these people who have commented, other than that guy,
have
think
horrible.
They probably think that we are horrible husbands.
Sure.
And that we have, we've run ourselves into a hole where this is the way that our life is, and our wives just have to deal with it, which is not the case at all.
Yeah. And like a 3-line text message fixes all the argument, and that's bad. Of like, hey, go get diapers. What kind of diapers? I'm not telling you. Or you could just a 3-line text, just a 1-line text of the specific diaper and size fixes all the fighting and going back to the store. Like,
well, you know what
bad.
that is? You know what that is? That's beating somebody down until you have them molded the way that you want them.
Right.
This man is no longer incompetent. He's been beaten into a pulp until he can't ask questions.
Yeah.
And if he screws up, you're going to come home, you're going to be upset at him.
Yeah.
It's just you have manipulated a person into some perversion of a relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you ask a question, he's going to absolutely answer it because he's going to understand you don't know what I'm asking. Or even, okay, so weaponized incompetence. My wife sends me a text message the other day. This is a actual thing, okay? Before I left the house, she said we needed plates, we needed napkins, and we needed ice. Okay?
What kind of plates? Paper, styrofoam?
Well, so
plastic?
As I was leaving, I said, hey, can you just confirm plates, napkins, and ice? And then she comes back and says something like it auto-corrected to something else. So now I'm even more confused because there's an auto-correction somewhere in there, and I'm trying to decipher the autocorrect.
Yeah.
So if it's weaponized incompetence, I can't even ask you for clarification.
Yeah.
Like, how's that? And we ended up, we didn't need plates.
Yeah.
Because we thought we needed plates, but we didn't need plates.
You probably handled ice okay without a lot of help.
Yeah, I went to the fire station, loaded up.
Well, so think of it in a business setting. On the food truck, I tell some employee, hey, I need you to make this sandwich mix.
Yeah.
That's it. Because if they don't figure it out on their own.
It's their first time ever doing it, too.
Or not. It doesn't even have to be some new person, but just like some employee like, hey, I need X.
Yeah.
And then I get on the truck and exit and done right. I'm a bad boss.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Should be.
Yeah.
But like, no, you should have dug apart the mix from before that we
Reverse
were almost
engineered
out
it.
of and figured out exactly the ratios of the ingredients, and you didn't do that, you're fired. Are you kidding me?
Or I'm going to yell at you.
Are you kidding me?
This if we play this thing out
Yeah. In any situation.
it's going to end the same way, other than a woman and a man in a relationship, and the man is dumb, and he's weaponizing his dumbness into something so that he doesn't have to do. Granted, and I said on the podcast, I don't do this at home. I've done it somewhere else. I don't do it at home, and I'm not gonna do it at home.
Yeah.
Because that's not fair to her. But I do agree that there are men out there who will do it.
But if I've got a manager, I'm staying with the business model. If I've got a manager who's worked for me for 2 years and has made hundreds of these things,
and he asks,
and then he messes it up,
probably still not going to get mad at him.
well, no, I would. But okay, so if you have a guy that's made you 10,000 shirts, and then all of a sudden he does 1,000 of them wrong,
Yeah. And
then he says, "Well, you didn't tell me how to do the shirt." Well, you've done 10,000 of them.
Yeah.
So there is if you're married to somebody for a while and you know what brand of chips she likes, and you go and get the wrong brand of chips, we can get, but that's not immediately them purposefully doing something.
And this is what I take it as is, so you send me a list. You say chips, you say drinks, you say cereal, like just the most vague term. Then I've got to understand, because that's the example that we've used was a grocery list. So I've got to understand which cereals we're out of, which cereals we need. Is it for me? Is it for Jason? Is it for you?
Yeah.
Is it the chips that you really like that are the fancy ones?
Depends
is it
on
the
the event,
veggie
too.
straws? Is it
We going tortilla chips because we got people coming over.
Are we gonna have tacos this week? And so I've got to get tortillas, or is it just like
We're doing Doritos
we need
because
some
burgers and dogs night.
Tell us how we're wrong.
Yeah.
Tell me in those situations how I'm wrong, because I want to hear it. I want to hear from the other side of this topic, where they think that we're wrong in this, and then tell me how it's not weaponized incompetence to not know which screw I need if I say, get me a screw.
Yeah.
Or go get me a screwdriver. Even that. Like, go downstairs and get me a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving somebody descriptions should not be a bad thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you really boil it down, it seems like weaponized incompetence in general, not the specifics where some dude's a loser.
Yeah.
It's that if I give you descriptions, you're using a weapon against me.
Just because I ask you for clarification.
Because I had to give you specifics.
Yeah. Well, and it goes back to the TikTok that we watched, which is the one that brought this whole thing to get to us talking about it. Guy falls asleep with a baby in his arms. The baby's wide awake. The mom says, I left him for 2 minutes to go take a shower.
No nuance.
And this is what I come back to.
There's no nuance. Yeah. Which is lazy.
Yeah. But
which this all goes to show that if you comment on our stuff, we'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Comments will not go unnoticed.
Hey, voicemail. Leave us a voicemail and tell us all the way. We might have to bleep out some of the stuff that you say because we don't like cursing words as much.
Our number's in the bio of all of our stuff.
205-523-5934.
Yeah.
Send us a comment.
If you reach out, we will reach back out.
Absolutely.
On to the next thing.
Hannah Brown.
All right.
Our dear friend.
Josh's dear friend, Hannah.
Our dear friend. She's got a book coming out. Well, the other day, I noticed on Instagram, she had a little poll up.
Ooh.
So her book essentially is talking about like the secrets and like I got to get this off my chest type thing. And
about the book.
Well, the book, that's what the thing's in the book.
Oh, that's the book.
Yeah. And so she put in an Instagram thing, it says, I got to get this mess off my chest, ... And then you could just fill in, like you could respond back with whatever you wanted.
I like it.
And I just want to read some of them. I'm sleeping with one of my brother's good friends. And then she's like, ooh. I catfished my ex, made up the perfect girl who had all the same interests and stood him up. And then she comments, amazing. Slept with my sister's high school sweetheart after college. I'm in love with my friend with benefits, even though he has a wife. Hubby and I didn't wait for marriage. Like I think my very traditional parents think. Whatever. No big, I mean, anyways. I hooked up with my college boyfriend's roommate while we were together. The guy I met first / had a crush on is now about to date my best friends. She comments, ugh, this sucks. Reminds me from the book Something Borrowed. I slept with my girlfriend's mom. Like,
I get it.
She came on to me, though. Sometimes I wonder if the guy I'm with is right for me. This one's sad. I might have cancer. I'm terrified to tell anyone. Fingers crossed it's not. Praying, sis, is what she said. After a failed marriage, I'm enjoying getting it on with a 32 or a 24-year-old. I'm 35. She comments, you go girl. Not sure if my boyfriend is my kid's father. One time I blacked out on a boat and made out with twin bros who were sober. My friend's boyfriend is gay, but she has no idea. I slept with my girlfriend's best friend, and I liked it better. I think my brother's... Nah, we're not going to say that. My fiance can't get it up, so I slept with my ex to satisfy my physical needs. And she's just like... She's like praising these people.
Are you surprised?
Are you
surprised?
Are we gonna give up the sham that we're saying we're Christian?
Has she not already done that?
Her actions have.
Yeah.
I
talking about fruit?
I just think it's like some of those things that she's like, ooh, amazing. It's like, so somebody destroyed somebody else, and we're like, yeah.
Now I'll just say this: she's more popular than we are.
Yeah,
I'll start with that.
Okay,
she has a bigger fan base.
Yeah,
but if
she's also prettier than both of us. So
well, depends.
I mean, look at us.
Give me some makeup. I'll take a run for it. So I'll just start with she's got a bigger fan base than we do. If we put up an aggressively medium thing like that, and that many people wrote that kind of stuff, I would question
our fan base.
What kind of podcast we got? Because we're attracting those types of folks.
Fair enough.
I'd have to reevaluate our goals.
Yeah, that's true.
Because nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
she does have a huge fan base. And it seems like the people that are attracted to her have the same issues she's gone through on live television for the past 5 years.
Okay, your fan base is a certain thing. There's no way that she didn't see these and she was like, these are juicy. I'm going to put them up.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you're putting that up. You're putting that up as like, this is okay.
Yeah.
Like when somebody's like, I'm a 24, I'm 35. I just got out of a marriage and I'm getting it on with a 24-year-old. And you're like, you go girl. It's like, okay, so you're cool with premarital sex.
Adultery.
Yeah. You're cool with adultery. You're cool with all these things because you're putting them up. If we put them up, if we had that and then we put them up, there's no way that we wouldn't be like, hey, guess what? That's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's got publishers now that she's got to deal with. I'm sure she's got all these people that are.
She probably didn't even put the poll up. She probably didn't even file through and pick that. I mean, she might have.
Did. I think she did.
Granted, she is done writing the book, so she probably has a lot of free time.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of free time.
But yeah, like if we took a sample of our listeners, and that was the
What came
response we
back.
got,
Yeah.
I would be ashamed.
I would feel like, why are these the people?
What kind of kindred spirit do we have with these people? Yeah. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
Go straight to... I'm just kidding.
Weaponized incompetence. You go, girl.
Mm-hmm.
You tell that man. Speaking of crazy celebrities.
You want me to do this one? So, if y'all don't know who Demi Lovato is, I don't know either. What is she,
She's a singer.
An old singer?
Yeah. Well, she's not... I wouldn't say she's old.
Well, she's not... She's been out of the limelight. I got to find where I put this in here. Jeez. I sent it to you as a text message, right? The 2 screenshots? Yes. Here we go. Okay. So if you don't have any...
She's 29.
Wow. She's my age.
Yeah. She was on Barney and Friends.
Oh, that's
as a child actor. Camp Rock 2, Camp Rock 1.
We're the same age.
She's been on the Disney Channel, I think.
Somewhere she went off the rails.
Well, she had some addiction issues.
Some serious drug issues.
Yeah. And then
went to rehab. Doesn't seem like she's fully back. But
well,
anyway, I'll just read this. So if you don't have anything else to watch on any of these streaming platforms,
go check out Peacock.
Check out Peacock.
Don't watch Dr. Death because it's a fantastic show.
Okay.
Dr. Death's actually a good show.
So I'll just read it.
Okay.
Streaming on Peacock, Lovato, we're talking about Demi, teams up with her older sister, Dallas, so I'm sure she's a whiz, and BFF Matthew to dive into their passion for UFO phenomena and attempt to make contact with extraterrestrial life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you think that's not riveting TV,
oh yeah,
you don't know what's riveting.
Well, if you think this is good, you need to go watch Sasquatch Hunters on Discovery. That's a good show.
But at least they're like professional Squatch hunters. This is some drugged out Disney
I'm pretty sure
singer.
Anybody's a professional Squatch hunter. You go looking for one and you've already...
But they like spend money on it and like research and like they do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a cracked out old Disney singer, and her sister and a buddy who got a TV show about UFO hunters.
It's not a she. She's a non-binary.
Oh yeah, she's they.
Yeah.
She's got a good. She's coming out of a good headspace to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just start with an apology, Lee.
So they're attempting to make contact with extraterrestrial life. That's not even what we're supposed to be talking about in this.
No.
Yeah. Should they actually reach beings from another world, however, they don't want to denigrate them by calling them aliens.
Yeah. Because they know the human language.
Now, this is a quote from her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything, the pop star explained in an interview. That's why we're going to call them ETs.
Alien means foreigner.
Yeah. Alien is a general term for something that isn't where it's supposed to be, kind of.
She was also on some meds that she got off of.
Yeah.
I think she either needs to get back on the meds or start doing crack again.
Yeah, it was way worse than crack. It was like heroin.
Whatever's going on right now, she's not firing on all cylinders. And maybe she needs crack.
What a stupid planet we live on that like
aliens.
All right, Demi Lovato, she's been through it. Seems kind of crazy. Let's give her a TV show.
That's a person
on a major network.
That's the perfect person for an extraterrestrial show, though. Is like somebody who's crazy.
I don't believe in aliens, but I hope they come and get her.
I think that to say we're just using terms.
Yeah.
And then somebody's like, not that term.
Yeah.
Well, that's the word that we use.
Yeah.
And the person who we're using it towards doesn't speak our language.
Yeah.
Doesn't understand anything about us.
And is the word.
Yeah.
Is the definition of the word.
How do we know in their language extraterrestrial isn't some like F you?
Yeah.
We say
E.T.
Hey, I wish you would again.
Would you call me?
Come back. Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again. And then we're like alien. They're like, oh, I understand alien. They're not going to understand any of these words. But yeah, she's just crazy.
You know how stupid an alien would have to be to come here and like want to interact with us? Because if they're that much smarter than us, they'd take one good look at the current situation we're in and be like, let's not that place.
Or they're just gonna run through us real quick.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
They're just like,
if they do find an alien, I hope it's Thanos from Marvel and he zaps half of us.
well,
I don't care what half I'm on. I really, at this point, I'll take either
me
one.
home. Yeah. Because I'm going to heaven.
I'm going to heaven, or it'll be heaven on earth because half of these idiots are gone.
It's the.
I don't want to waste. I don't want to give her any more time. That's all I got on Demi. I hope the show's great and they find some aliens. What if she's the one that like connects?
No, that's what
we've had scientists for 100 years trying to find aliens, and this moron is the one who gets in touch with them.
The reason you know that none of this is
because they're letting Demi do it.
Well, the reason you know none of this is for real is because if they would have contacted, all this is pre-recorded. Like the show's done.
Yeah.
If they were like, we found an ancient civilization and they've communicated with us, on the show wouldn't be where they.
Right.
There'd be freaking government agencies beating down their door, taking over everything they've got, and then establishing first contact.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Barney and Friends.
Yeah. Peacock's not going to be the platform that aliens reach out to us on. It's going to be some NASA.
The day that it goes from Peacock to like CNN, we know it's real then.
Yeah,
something's
maybe not
happened.
CNN.
Something's happened.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to.
The day NASA comes out with a statement saying we've talked to them.
Yeah. Demi helped.
Yeah. That'd be cool if it was. Not really. Are we even going to do
I'd rather anybody else.
Yeah.
Probably.
I guess.
I don't know. They're going to, whoever we have as a representative is probably going to laugh.
I'm telling you, they'd see us and be like, let's not even.
Yeah. If aliens come, they're going to be like, we just got ourselves a new planet, guys. Yeah. Like, we depleted all the resources off of ours.
Unless it's signs and they're allergic to water.
Yeah.
And 80% of our planet's water. That seems like somebody messed up with them aliens. If you're like, let's take that planet over.
Yeah.
What's the only thing that can stop us?
Water.
Water? I don't see any water. There's a lot of blue over there.
Let's
just
do
clouds.
it anyway.
And like, we can defeat an alien race with super soakers.
Yeah.
Firemen would have their way.
Would be loaded up.
Y'all be the Apache helicopters of our army.
We got those friggin' gun turrets on the top that spray water.
Yep.
Yeah. Would be marking.
Yeah.
That'd be the best. That'd be so much fun.
It would. Yeah.
So would you rather?
Good. I would not, but let's do it. All right. Would you rather find everything you've ever lost or remember everything you've ever forgotten?
Ooh, remember everything I've forgotten.
Probably.
I've forgotten so much stuff.
And I don't know if I've just flat out lost that much, like gone forever lost.
Well, there's some stuff that's like, oh yeah, where'd my grandmother's record player go? But like either that or I can have essentially infinite knowledge.
Of the stuff you know.
Of the stuff that I know, which is a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
How much you add into your repertoire, though, of stuff you've forgotten?
A lot. Think about all the articles you've ever read.
No. Well, yeah, I'm not looking at it as like you have like a photographic memory now. It's just like, my first thought was like, all the stuff you've forgotten about, like that first girlfriend. Like you remember all that.
You remember all that. Yeah. But if you remember all that, like the nuances of that, I would imagine, okay, now I remember that article that I read 10 years ago.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's
You'd
true.
be so smart.
And like the only thing,
All the books you've read and then forgot like
yeah, no, you're very right.
80% of the meat of it, you know?
So basically, for 30 years, everything I've ever heard or laid my eyes on is in my brain now.
Yeah.
That would actually not be bad.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I'll take that over a fossil wallet I lost at Smith Lake when I was 13.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I put it on the, you know, those storage, those plastic storage bins that you can put stuff in that the lids raise up, and then you can also like swing out the thing, and they're just plastic. They're not storage bin. They're like a storage. You can also sit on it, and it's all plastic.
Talking about a 5-gallon bucket?
No. You put them on like your deck or your patio or your boat dock,
Like a
and you can put all your life vests in it.
yeah.
I put my wallet on top. Somebody opened the thing and it slid off into the lake. It had $65 in it, and I was 13, and I still remember that.
I mean, if you got back all the money you've ever lost,
Like misplaced or spent on stupid stuff.
misplaced.
Well, I haven't misplaced. I tore up a dollar bill one time when I was mad at my parents in front of them.
Money means nothing to me.
I was like, I'm so mad. I'm
going to commit a
with
felony.
Done with this dollar. So remember everything.
Yeah,
you ever forgotten.
absolutely.
Yeah. Lose the ability to see, or lose the 4 other senses, which is smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Hearing's big.
Sight's huge.
Right. Taste, I could get. That would be annoying. I'd eat better.
When you had COVID, did you eat any better?
No, but I was also sick. Touch, I'd burn myself,
Yeah.
which,
I guess I'd be blind.
so you'd lose the ability to see, but you keep the other 4?
Yeah.
I think I'm losing the other 4.
Wow.
I'm useless without my eyes,
Not useless.
pretty much.
You're going to offend a lot of people if you say they're useless.
I would be useless without my eyes.
Well,
You gonna raise Jason blind?
yeah. What do I need to see for?
Yeah, right.
What do I need to see for?
Smell and taste are pretty much the same thing. I just fire off farts and wouldn't care.
Do that anyway.
Yeah. Touch, I'll just be careful. Hearing's big. But I can get a cochlear implant. I can do something. Even not, I'll learn how to lip read. Have captions on my TV. I already got captions on my TV. If I lose my eyeballs, I'm not getting to your house for this podcast.
Well, I would just have to go pick you up. Or you Uber.
What? And I'd have to get to the Uber. I just get in some random person's car.
You could get in an Uber, dude. They're
You're
not gonna,
blind.
You could get in an Uber.
Hey, are you my Uber driver?
Well,
And then
you just
some
gonna
axe
stand
murderer's
at the-
like, yeah, I'm your Uber driver.
How many times does that happen? There's a ton of blind people out there, and they're not just willy-nilly
They're probably not
walking into
taking a bunch of
predatory-
Ubers.
They probably are.
I got a way
That was
better
probably one of the best things for blind people. Is
I got
Uber.
a way better chance of not getting axe murdered by a fake Uber driver with my eyeballs. I can't see. I'll lose almost anything over my eyes. But that's fine. You'd go blind.
feeling. You never get a good feeling ever again.
Internally, you can.
Sure.
Okay, you can feel all you want from hitting your head on a baseboard because you're freaking blind.
Sex.
I hope it's not with your dog.
It's your wife.
You don't know you're blind. If I went blind,
People aren't just useless, man.
I'd walk into a lake if I was blind
Oh
on purpose.
my gosh.
Done.
Anyways,
How
go to
y'all
the next
pull it-
one.
If
Go
we
to
got,
the next
if we've
one.
got a big blind audience,
Go to
that's
the next
fine.
one.
I don't see how you do it. You don't see how you do it either. But I can't comprehend it.
Go to
Losing
the
your
next
eyeball.
one.
Have no fingers or no ears.
No ears.
Ears. That would suck.
Can you still hear?
Maybe. I don't know.
I just
You
don't
don't hear
have
well.
ears on the side of my head.
You ever seen like a burn victim with no ears though?
Yeah, but I'm already married. What do I need to look good for?
Not if she divorces you because you ain't got no ears.
I'd sue her for everything she had.
Not ears. You ain't getting them back.
So
also,
no
I'd
fingers.
be nothing. I'd rather lose. Yeah.
Well, why are you getting on to me about saying I don't want no ears when you can't even pick nothing
You
up?
couldn't have an iPhone.
Nope.
You'd have to learn how to top knuckle. It works, but that was cumbersome.
That'd be annoying.
Yeah. You couldn't do anything.
You couldn't type.
I'd punch the shit out of you, that boy. Maybe. I don't know if that nub's sensitive.
I'm gonna lose them ears.
Yeah, I'll lose ears. All right. You'll always be, this is the last one, by the way.
Okay.
You'll always be the ideal, like, weight BMI. Your perfect idea of a body.
Mm-hmm.
But all food tastes like poo-poo.
No. I'm not that concerned with my weight anyway. I mean, I know you are, but
I'm just saying.
you should be.
You about to make me mad.
You got like 3 old jokes last week.
Yeah,
so.
I did. I didn't get you with the old jokes.
I'd rather eat what I want to eat. I'm not concerned with my body weight. I mean, if I get concerned with my body weight, I just start running or something.
That's easy to
Go
do.
work out.
I might do it. I'd dabble in it.
Everything tastes like poo poo.
But
you still have to eat until everything tastes like poo poo.
You know how the body works, though. After a while, you'd get trained on it.
Sure, but like,
Would it be a rough? Was it? How much time does it take for a habit to kick in? Like 21 days?
yeah.
That'd be a rough 3 weeks.
But like, what do I need a perfect BMI for?
I don't know. It'd be nice.
Yeah, you know what else is nice?
Yeah.
Peach cobbler with ice cream.
You're right. That's fine. But it just depends on your priorities.
Yeah, my priorities are eating good.
You're not worried about your long-term
Not too concerned
health?
with it.
I'd do it. After 3 weeks, it just tastes like air. Poop air. That's fine.
I don't know if you ever get that taste out of your mouth.
You'd eventually get it out of your mouth.
It would just be lessened of the taste.
I would
You'd
eat a
still
lot
taste it.
less. And then, because this
Well, it wouldn't matter if you ate
you'll
less.
always be the ideal weight BMI.
Yeah. It wouldn't matter if you ate less or not. Because you'll always be the same BMI.
Yeah, so I wouldn't eat hardly ever.
You'd still have to have enough to live and survive on.
In this magical world, it
Yeah.
doesn't seem that way. You'll always be the right. I just never eat again. If my body makes sure I'm the ideal weight BMI,
You're the ideal BMI, but that doesn't mean that you have energy or enough glucose to last you through the day.
well, if I've got an ideal weight in BMI, my body's taking care of that,
No.
and I'm taking in poop.
No.
I think I'd try it.
And then die.
No, like let me do it for like a month, and if I just can't handle it, I'll go back to regular.
Oh, well, yeah, just let me be blind for a month and let me see how I like it. If I don't like
You're
that
not
one,
gonna
let's go
like
back.
that. You're
Let's
not
go,
gonna
let's
like
go to
it.
the other one.
You're not gonna like that.
We can just swap anytime we want to.
I just tried to add some nuance.
Okay. Anyways, we didn't get to a lot of stuff, but there's always next week.
Always. Yep. Hopefully have a guest.
Yep, working with a guest. Nationally acclaimed guest.
All right. Regionally.
Regionally acclaimed.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was episode 80.
80.
We've done 80 of them, man.
Jesus. Feels like more.
Yeah.
Feels like we've been doing this
We're a year and a half in.
our whole lives.
Year and a half.
And then 2
And
weeks
we're
from now, will
still
be
dealing with COVID.
Halloween.
Ugh. It's my least favorite holiday.
You were so excited about dressing up.
I just said we should.
You got excited about it.
Well,
Anyways,
appreciate it, guys. Thank you for letting us into your hearts and minds and your homes.
and your butts.